good to go, so I'll just...
Yeah. Okay. So, thanks for coming.
Yes.
I'm really glad you're here. Really.
Thanks for having me.
It's my pleasure. How did you connect with Beloved?
Well, I met with my sister, who recently just got out of jail. Well, that was in 2013, and I was living with a guy who I really didn't like, and I was like, he's going to Dubai because his mom had cancer, and I guess that was his way of trying to kick me out. So I was like, do you have anyone that like knows where I can stay? And she was like, well, I go to the Salvation Army, and you know they work with a lot of organizations. So I said, okay, and I went to the Salvation Army, and Hillary, she was the lady over Haven at the Salvation Army, and she was like, your sister came up and told me that you were in need of a place to stay, and I was like, yes. And she just said, well, we have a program called Beloved Atlanta. And I said, oh man, that's amazing. And she was like, well, we have to get you into an interview. And I said, okay. So I got into an interview with the very first case manager, and Kelly. And they were just like excited because I was excited. I was like, I'm being rescued, and I'm just excited, I'm happy. And they were just like, okay, well, I'm happy that you're happy. But first you have to go to Outer Darkness. And Outer Darkness came and got me the next day. And
Wow, that was fast.
And I was like so happy, but I was so scared at the same time because I didn't know what the new life was going to look like. I thought it was just going to be like, you know, having a blindfold on and not knowing where I was going to step. So I get to Outer Darkness, and I met a lady named Fumi, and she was just like so happy to see me. And I was like, why are all these people so happy to see me? Because no one has ever been happy to see me before.
Oh.
And so I was just like, I'm so excited to be here. I had my own room, and I met really good roommates, and I just enjoyed my time. And then Beloved came and got me, and I was the third girl in the house, and it was 4 of us. And when I came, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so scared because I snore, and I don't know if this person that I'm going to be sleeping with will be snoring, and we both snored. So yeah, I'm always like, do you snore? And either it's a yes or a no, and I'm like, okay, I'll put my nose strip on if you snore or if you don't snore. And so ever since then, I was just like happy to be with Beloved.
What brought you to that point in your life? Because you needed a place, another place to live, or were you ready to make a change in your life?
I've always been ready to make a change in my life. I used to like go in the corner and tell myself like, why am I being treated this way? I was just a kid that wanted love, and because my mother was an alcoholic and my father was never there, and my aunt, she was an alcoholic as well because her husband, which is my mom's brother, he was a lawyer, and when you're a lawyer, that means more money. So when you grow up and you have nothing, and then all of a sudden all the money just start piling in your hand, all the women start coming, now you're famous, that means a lot of cheating. So she had to take it out on someone. So I was that person. I got the physical abuse from my mother and the verbal abuse from her. And it was just, I had myself and my brother. And I started telling lies because I had to protect my brother, because my mother and my aunt was our beast, and we were afraid of them. So that was the one beginning of why I am in Beloved now, is because no one heard my voice. And all I ever wanted was just someone to say, I love you, and not to say, oh, well, I took you to the doctor. Doesn't that mean I love you? Or I bought you food. Doesn't that mean I love you? You know, so, yeah. And then I met a friend through my niece, and her and I, we were both homeless, but she was really good with, she was very attractive.
Back up for a minute there, Jennifer. When were you